Where are you going?
I'm going to Haiti.
What you going to do there?
I'm going to make baseballs.
For the last 2 years, Will Forest has been developing a business called Touch 'em All that will bring baseball making and jobs back to Haiti. Until the early 1990s, all American baseballs were made in Haiti, in the capital city of Port-au-Prince. Will Forest and a marketing consultant named John Wagner recently traveled there to meet the people who used to be involved in baseball making operations. Getting around the streets of Port-au-Prince is a real challenge. This is the video shot from the back of a motorcycle taxi. It's not the safest way to get around, but it is the most efficient. Traffic moves, on average, about 2 miles an hour. After we arrived at Port-au-Prince, we made our way to the hotel for our first meeting with Max Condi. Max, who was born in Haiti, played a pivotal role in baseball making operations here years ago. That's Max Condi on the right, and Will has already spoken with him about coming on board with Touch 'em All.
Max Condi. I was born here in Haiti, educated in the States. I went to Queens College of the University of New York, lived in New York. I myself started with Rawlings. We started making gloves for them, the baseball gloves. And then there was a position as the head of the operation in Haiti, which I was promoted to that, take this responsibility. And then I became general manager of Rawlings Sporting Goods. It so happened that in the early 90s they decided to leave because of political turmoil here in Haiti. And then I formed my own company and started working for different people. I worked to sell balls to Rawlings Sporting Goods, sell balls to Wilson, Worth Incorporated. And then when things were not going too well because we could not compete with China, then to have this opportunity to talk and to participate in this new project that I feel is very challenging because the opportunity is there. I still think that Haiti can make a good ball. Haiti can be competitive. Even though I made garments, but I've never liked it the way I use, to make baseballs.
The poverty in Port-au-Prince is mind-blowing. Here's a scene just across the street from our fancy hotel and some photos of nearby markets. The unemployment rate here is 80%. There's 4 million people unemployed in Port-au-Prince alone. And even to get to breakfast, we had to go through security.
Yes, I'm Francis Samuel. I'm a security officer. I'm working at Wild Oasis Hotel. And nice to meet you.
Meeting Max last night was fantastic. His knowledge, his legacy knowledge of baseball manufacturing in Haiti and the mechanics of how it works is really impressive. He's got enthusiasm for the project because of its scale. It was really nice to talk to someone who's not interested in so much taking over the world of baseball manufacturing as it is, and helping people, creating jobs, taking a craft that has been lost and re-energizing it and making it happen.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. John.
How are you, Alphonse?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Nice.
You feeling good today?
Yeah.
You gonna be a safe driver? Nothing but safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's going to happen to this seat. Look at this.
Yeah, that's new.
How's the traffic today? Is this normal?
It's bad.
It's like this every morning?
It's bad, yeah. That's a time from 6:30 to 8:30. Always bad.
Driving around the streets of Port-au-Prince, you see the effect of decades of neglect. The roads are torn up, nobody hauls away the garbage, the electricity is undependable, there's no refrigeration, and there's a decided feeling of desperation among a lot of the people. But once you get to know them, they're very curious about where you're from, and they're very eager to work. We were making our way over to a tannery down by the port. The tannery is run by a family from Massachusetts. Everybody there seems to be named Dan. There's Dan Sr., who started the company, Dan Jr., who runs the company, and Dan, his son, who's the operations manager.
This is the tannery that Max Hyundai has taken us to, and this is just outside Port-au-Prince, and there's a good possibility that they may be able to cut the leather for the balls for us. Yeah.
Back room over here is just where the finishing operation was and where they were doing the sewing.
That's Dan Gallagher. He's showing us around his family's tannery, where they used to cut baseball covers and even do some sewing.
Like I said, this room was shut down in, I think it was 1992. They literally just hit the off button.
They just went right there and turned off. They turned
it right off. They weren't making any money, and they knew that there was they were losing money because of the competition in China, which is all changing now, and it's not the same. Now everyone's looking to get out of China because you know the labor costs and now environmental and everything like that. We used this for baseball before, but I'm thinking you guys thinking more.
Oh, that's the one you were taking for baseball?
This guy is using it for baseball.
Okay.
Thousands of dies.
So is this a die cut right now? Oh, I see.
So right now he's
That's the one, typical one that we use.
Right now he's just cutting cuffs for one of our cups in the United States.
Well, we just came back from the tannery just outside Port-au-Prince, and it was a great visit. They do cutting for a glove manufacturer in the States, and clearly they want to help create jobs in Haiti. They are working with the Haiti Economic Commerce Division to create more jobs, to get more business. So this is a very fortuitous opportunity for our main mission, which is to develop more jobs in Haiti.
We made our way over to Jacmel, a city along the coast. There we would meet Marc Payon. Marc used to work for Rawlings and run the winding operations. Here are some of the photos he gave us of his time there in the 70s, 80s, and even the early 90s. There's Marc as a younger man, and there's Marc sitting with the baseball stitchers. Rawlings employed 1,000 baseball stitchers, should produce hundreds of thousands of baseballs every year. Sometimes there was so much demand, they worked in 3 shifts. So tell us your name and how you got involved in baseball making.
Okay.
What did you do?
I'm a machinist first class. Okay. I started working for Rawlings since July 74 until 1990. I had 2 jobs in Rawlings, production manager, and I used the guy who take care of the center. The center.
The center of the ball.
Without the cover.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you had started to tell us a story about how you changed the specification of the ball. Tell that story a little bit.
Nobody else. I don't like to. I don't want to talk. That I'm going to tell you. I think I'm the only one guy in the globe who knows baseball. No, I don't think nobody else
better. I'm talking the center. By working for myself because we had problem with the ball many times, sometimes it's soft, sometimes it's too hard, for myself, I try to get something, see what I mean, better. And finally I found it 2-3 years after.
And what year was that?
In 1979. Yeah.
But eventually the ball that you changed was used today in the major leagues.
Yeah, still. Yeah, they're still playing my ball. They're making the same my ball in Costa Rica now. Since maybe 10, 12 years, Yeah. But I can make a baseball machine anytime. That's a game for me, But if you pass, I have to order there, because we need a good machine shop, I don't have a machine shop now. But make a baseball machine is nothing. For me, it's nothing.
Will spoke with Mark about getting back in baseball operations. He basically said, when do we start? Our next meeting was with Dan Gallagher, who owns the tannery. Dan, his father, and his son have traded hides all over the world.
Okay, this is an alum-tanned Haitian goat skin. It is chrome-free, and we're showing this so maybe you can use this substitute against what is being made on cowhide baseball. Anyway, hopefully we'll see what happens, but I think it's a good article.
It sure feels like a baseball.
One of Will's dreams for Touch 'em All is to use as many Haitian products as possible. And with the goat leather that Dan and Dan have showed us, Will's confident he's found the covers for the balls he's soon going to produce in Haiti. After 4 days of running around Port-au-Prince and Jacmel, often on the back of motorcycles, Will and John headed home, confident they had found the people and the products needed for Touch 'em All to start making baseballs in Haiti.
Well, we had a really successful trip. We got more information and met more people than I expected that we would. Things just fell into place in a country that things don't really seem to fall into place that way. But we're ready to move forward. We've got a ton of information and blocks to put together to build this thing, and we're going to do it.
With the research that Will had done before the trip, and the information that Will and John had obtained on their recent trip to Haiti, Will Forrest is confident he can start baseball making operations in Port-au-Prince. For information about Haiti Baseballs and the initiative to bring baseball making back to Haiti, check us out at HaitiBaseballs.com. See you there.